Let's talk about Sunday's games. The AFC Championship game will come down to what, if you can boil it down, DJ?
To me, I think the Chiefs have to get turnovers. And again, the Chiefs are so established and they are so good, and defensively they're great. When I look at the way the Ravens defense is playing right now, I don't see the Chiefs scoring a ton of points. They're suffocating everybody. And I don't think the Chiefs can really stretch them like you would need to loosen them up a little bit. So to me, they need to get turnovers and get some short fields and cash some of those in. I just think the Ravens defense, if you're having to drive 80 yards the whole game, that's going to be tough to pile up points. But the Chiefs defense is outstanding. And they've done, if you watch them in the postseason, Rich, every single tackle, they are punching and pulling at the football, doing everything they can to force turnovers. And they've made that a focus. I think they win. If the Chiefs win this game, I think not only they win the turnover margin, they probably win it by a couple. That would be their formula.
How about that? Okay. And then the NFC Championship game.
That's a tough one for Detroit. I mean, it's such an incredible story in what they've done. But, Rich, they've built their team to function in the middle of the field. Last week, you had Laporta and St. Brown. I think they combined for 17 catches. Well, now that's Dre Greenlaw and that's Fred Warner. That's the real estate you're trying to compete in. That's going to be difficult. They're going to have to hit some plays on the outside and over the top against the 49ers. That's where they're vulnerable. That's where you have to take your shots. That's not typically how Jared Goff individually likes to play. So they're going to have to get outside of their normal realm a little bit to win this game, in my opinion.
Well, and that's why I think it's a Jahmyr Gibbs game if they need to win, which is kind of crazy to sit here and say that. Especially, I just remember we're sitting there in Kansas City, and the Lions are 12th on the clock, and they draft Jahmyr Gibbs, and there was like a whoa aspect to this thing. Look at him now, right, DJ?
No, he's a great player. He's a great player. And then this is a preview of the discussion we'll have as we're sitting next to each other for all those hours at the Combine. But the running back position, the argument's been framed the wrong way, in my opinion, where it's, do you take one in the first round? Do you not take one in the first round? Are they valuable? Has it been devalued? No, it's timing. When you have the quarterback in place and you've built up the lines and your team's ready to win, sure, take the quarterback in the first round because every carry he gets matters. When you're picking second or third and your team stinks and you don't have a left tackle and you don't have, quarterbacks, okay, like taking the running back there, you're wasting 2 to 3 years of his 6-year run. That doesn't make any sense. The Lions had the quarterback, they had the offensive line, they had all the key pieces, in terms of the edge rushers that are expensive. And so, yeah, absolutely take the running back, and he's been awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not like he's a luxury. It turns out he could be a necessity. That's the thing about running backs that I always have an issue with, and we're going to have this conversation again. Like you said, at the Combine, at the draft, the running backs aren't a luxury. They are a necessity. I mean, ask the Giants with what they need out of Saquon. It's Jonathan Taylor, when it all came down to it after everything that happened in the summer and everything that happened in the first 4 weeks of the season. When it all came down to it in a winner-go-home game, the Colts kept handing him the football, and he ran one in from midfield. So these guys are necessities in games like this, DJ.
Yeah, no question, although I know there's a Colts fan saying, I wish he was in on the last play of the game.
But that's exactly the point. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.